Have you ever wondered what drives someone to go to extreme lengths to change themselves? Is it an obsession with beauty, or a quest for perfection that they believe will bring them happiness? In this video, we'll explore shocking stories about famous figures who have radically transformed their appearance through numerous cosmetic surgeries. From celebrities with seemingly perfect lives to transformations that make them the talk of the town, their stories will make you reflect on the true value of beauty and the choices we make in life. If you find these stories interesting and want to learn more about these unexpected and inspiring journeys, don't forget to hit like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exciting content. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about these decisions to change oneself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Kicking off the list is Lynn May. For those who don't know, Lynn May is a famous artist in Mexico, dancer, singer, actress, and once a sensual icon. However, Lynn was never satisfied with her appearance and underwent numerous surgeries. I mean all kinds. Facelifts, cheek implants, and adjustments everywhere. The saddest part is that those surgeries completely changed her face. If you've seen photos of her when she was younger, you'd see that she was truly beautiful, a natural, captivating beauty. But after a series of procedures, that face became almost unrecognizable. It's heartbreaking when you were once famous for your beauty, only to have people look at you and wonder, what happened? Lynn May has admitted to regretting some of her choices. Imagine living with a face that no longer feels like your own, enduring the consequences of failed surgeries. She's spoken about the pain, the emotional breakdowns, and the humiliation she faced in front of the public. I understand that everyone has their insecurities, but at some point, we must learn to accept ourselves. Lynn May, at her peak, was praised for her natural beauty and talent. She had a powerful allure, captivating the audience with every performance and becoming a cultural icon in Mexico. However, behind the spotlight was a woman full of insecurities, constantly under pressure to maintain a perfect image. Lynn May serves as a cautionary tale about the price one pays to meet the harsh beauty standards imposed by society. Today, she lives with her choices. Her story continues to make many reflect on self-love and honoring inner beauty. Despite all the challenges, Lynn May has left a legacy that is deeply respected in the entertainment industry. Her resilience and strong spirit inspire countless people. Next, we have Carla Bruni. If you didn't know, she's the former First Lady of France. I mean, let's be honest. Marrying a French president? That's a huge pressure. You're constantly in the public eye, every step, every glance, being watched and judged. I can't even imagine the pressure of always having to look like the perfect, elegant First Lady. Carla Bruni, she's famous for her natural beauty. As a top model, she became a symbol of style and grace. But as age approached, Carla started turning to cosmetic surgery. And no, it wasn't just a little Botox. She went through several procedures, facelifts, fillers, and significant changes to her appearance. It's sad because Carla was once a beauty icon. Now, the media is starting to scrutinize, comparing before and after pictures and commenting on how her face has changed. Can you imagine? A person who once shined for her natural beauty, now the center of attention for changing her appearance? Carla isn't just a model. She's also a singer with a captivating voice and a successful music career. Her music once moved millions, and her appearance used to make everyone admire her. Yet when you're famous, the pressure to maintain your image is inevitable. The media is unforgiving. They notice every small change and emphasize the negative. That can make anyone feel the need to change in order to meet expectations. But despite all the criticism, Carla Bruni remains a woman to be respected. Her journey is a testament to the pressures that celebrities have to endure. Remember her not just for her beauty, but for her talent, personality, and strong will. Then there's one of the most famous and controversial cosmetic surgery cases, Jessica Alves. She was once known as the real-life Barbie doll. And believe me, her story is a true roller coaster ride. Jessica didn't just want to be beautiful, she wanted to be perfect. A flawless version, as if molded from plastic. And to achieve that image, she didn't stop at 1 or 2 surgeries. We're talking about a full-on makeover. Over 100 surgeries. Yes, you heard that right. More than 100 procedures. She's done it all. Cheek implants, jaw surgery, rhinoplasty, lip injections, and a complete face overhaul to the point where nothing is original anymore. Every part of her face has been altered. At first, many people supported her. Well, you're doing what makes you happy. But then, at first, people were just curious, not overly concerned. But then the surgeries kept going, one after another, like an endless cycle, to the point where people started saying, "Girl, it's time to stop." The people around Jessica started to really worry. Clearly, her obsession with her appearance was taking a severe toll on her health. But the problem was, she didn't stop. She was determined to pursue that ideal image, no matter the cost. Surgeries followed surgeries, and it seemed to have become an addiction. Her face began to distort, changing to the point where she was unrecognizable. She no longer looked human. She resembled a grotesque entity, like something out of a horror movie. But what's even more heartbreaking is the sad look in her eyes. Despite undergoing hundreds of procedures, there's still no sign of happiness. No smile, no sense of fulfillment, just a stranger's face, empty and hollow. And we can't even begin to imagine how deep those psychological wounds must be. Next is Vanilla Chamu, a Japanese model obsessed with becoming a real-life French doll. Yes, you heard that right. Her goal was to look exactly like a doll, literally. To achieve that, she underwent a series of surgeries. Eye reshaping to make her eyes bigger and rounder, chin implants, breast augmentation, skin lightening, and many other procedures. The result? She looks completely different from before, but not in a positive way. Her face became stiff, exaggerated to the point of looking almost cartoonish. The problem is, she seems to not realize that becoming a French doll isn't actually a real standard. It's just a fictional ideal, unattainable. Vanilla got so caught up in chasing an unrealistic beauty standard that she lost herself. The media didn't spare her story. Her face was everywhere, but not in a positive way. They mocked her, gave her nicknames, and ridiculed her new appearance. Next is Martina Big, one of the most controversial figures in the world of extreme cosmetic surgery. Born in Germany, Martina was once a flight attendant before pursuing a career as a model. In an industry that values standing out above all, she felt the need to be more prominent, and she started by getting massive breast implants with special saline bags, increasing her size to over 32T, one of the largest breasts in Europe. But she didn't stop there. In 2017, Martina shocked the world by starting to inject melanotan, a hormone that darkens the skin. Gradually, her skin became noticeably darker, leading to a controversial appearance. Martina didn't just stop at changing her skin color. She claimed she was transitioning to become a black woman, even stating that doctors said African features were developing on her body. She also planned to undergo surgeries to alter her nose and lips to fit racial characteristics. Her transformation faced a wave of fierce criticism. Many accused her of cultural appropriation, arguing that using cosmetic surgery to assume a racial identity was a deep insult. Critics argued that black skin isn't just a color, it's a heritage, a lived experience. But Martina didn't stop at darkening her skin. She claimed to have visited Kenya, been blessed by a tribe, and acknowledged as part of the black community. She even changed her legal documents to reflect her new identity. Despite the criticism, Martina continued to assert that her transformation was real. She even expressed a desire to have children with her husband, believing that the biological changes in her body could result in a child being born with darker skin. Raji Narinesingh is a transgender actress, author, and passionate activist. Born in 1967, she spent many years struggling with her gender identity before deciding to live authentically. Like many other transgender women, Raji wanted cosmetic surgery to highlight her feminine features. But there was a major obstacle: the cost. Unable to afford safe surgery, she turned to a cheap doctor named O'Neill Ron Morris, also known as the Duchess. Morris was not a real doctor. Instead of using medical-grade fillers, this person injected clients with a toxic mixture of cement, mineral oil, rubber adhesive, and superglue. Raji had no idea, as she trusted Morris, just like many other transgender individuals who had visited him. Soon after the nightmare began, Raji's face swelled, became deformed, developed lumps, and caused excruciating pain. What was supposed to make her more beautiful was now destroying her face. She discovered that dozens of other victims had been affected, but most were too ashamed to speak out. While Morris continued performing illegal injections until his arrest in 2011, Raji bravely shared her story. She had tried to hide her face with makeup and wigs, but the damage was too severe to conceal. Eventually, she appeared on the show Botched, where professional cosmetic surgeons helped her address the extensive damage. Though complete recovery wasn't possible, they were able to reduce the swelling and lumps, helping her regain some of her confidence. More importantly, Raji found her inner strength. She uses this horrific experience to raise awareness about the dangers of unlicensed surgeries. She has become a strong voice for the transgender community, reminding us that true beauty comes from confidence and self-love. If these stories sparked your curiosity, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos. Don't forget to share with your friends and family so we can explore these surprising stories together. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about changing oneself through cosmetic surgery? Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next video. Do you believe a simple cosmetic procedure could leave a woman disfigured and blind in one eye? That's the shocking story of Carla Bryan. A confident woman who always took care of her appearance, Carla wanted to enhance a few natural features. In 2009, she decided to get a filler injection, something that seemed harmless. But right after the injection, Carol's face began to swell abnormally. A small change turned into a real nightmare. The filler caused severe deformities, leaving her almost unrecognizable. And as if that wasn't bad enough, it eventually pressed on Carol's optic nerve, causing her to go blind in one eye. Imagine looking in the mirror and not recognizing yourself. The emotional pain was unbearable. Carol felt so ashamed that she completely withdrew from the public for many years, hiding her face even from her loved ones. After years of suffering, her daughter refused to give up and sought out medical experts across the country. That's when Dr. Raza Gerhay and Dr. J. Bryan Boyd at UCLA took on her case. They performed several surgeries, including a 16-hour procedure to reconstruct her face using tissue from her back. It was a long journey, but it gave her a second chance. Carol Bryan not only survived, but became an advocate. Now, she shares her story to warn others about the dangers of unregulated cosmetic procedures. She wants people to research their doctors, understand the risks, and think carefully before getting fillers. So, do you think you would get cosmetic fillers? Or does Carol's story make you think twice? Sahar Tabar. This girl became famous online for all the wrong reasons. She was obsessed with Angelina Jolie. All right, I get it. Angelina Jolie is amazing. But Sahar took her obsession to a whole new level. She actually wanted to become Angelina Jolie, so she underwent cosmetic surgery to look like her, but the result completely backfired. She doesn't look anything like Angelina Jolie. Instead, she looks like a zombie, with a hollow face, thick lips, and a sharp nose. I feel bad for her. Clearly, she's unhappy with her appearance and may have spent a lot of money trying to fix it. But at the same time, I also wonder, girl, what were you thinking? You can't change your whole face to look like someone else. The craziest part is that she's only 21. So young. I mean, I'm sure I've made some questionable decisions in my life, but I've never done anything that drastic. I just hope she's okay and realizes that she's beautiful in her own way. Now all we can do is watch and cringe. The internet can be very harsh, and people treat her badly, but there are also those who support her and want her to find happiness. Maybe one day, she'll look back and see this as a learning experience. Everyone has their own journey, and sometimes it takes time to find self-love. I hope Sahar will find her way and accept her true self. Next, we have Pixee Fox. This girl is seriously wild. You won't believe it, but Pixee is obsessed with cartoons. She lives and breathes them like a Disney princess in an animated movie. She loves them so much and wanted to look like a cartoon character. So, she went through millions of surgeries to achieve that. She had her ribs removed to get an ultra-small waist. Had cosmetic surgery to make her eyes bigger, more doll-like, almost like a real-life doll. She's gone through every procedure you can think of. Honestly, she's succeeded. She really looks like a cartoon character, as lively as one from a movie. It's amazing, but also kind of scary. It's a mixed bag of emotions. Cartoons are cute, but would you really want to look like that for the rest of your life? It's a huge commitment, and you'd probably put a lot of pressure on yourself. Maintaining such a change is definitely exhausting, but Pixee seems completely satisfied with it. She exudes confidence, as if she loves her new look, and she's not afraid to show it. She owns it, and the important thing is her life, her choice. If she's happy, then I'm happy for her. After all, that's what really matters. We have to talk about Janice Dickinson, who claims to be the first supermodel. She's always stood out with her outspoken personality and love for cosmetic surgery. Janice has been open about her numerous surgeries, from facelifts and brow lifts to many others. She owns her choices and doesn't care about what others think. However, it's hard not to feel sad for her, as it seems like she's stuck in an endless cycle of trying to chase eternal youth. Aging is a natural part of life, and trying to fight it with surgeries only brings suffering. Janice's story serves as a reminder of this. This is Justin Jedlica, also known as the real-life Ken doll. He's become a phenomenon, and honestly, his transformation is nothing short of extraordinary. He has undergone over 700 surgeries. Can you imagine that? 700 surgeries? From breast implants to calf implants, bicep implants, and many more procedures. He's probably done just about everything. Justin sees his body as a work of art, a canvas he can sculpt and shape. He constantly strives for perfection, always looking for the next improvement. However, many people believe he has gone too far and view it as an obsession. They worry about when improving features stops and becomes a complete transformation of who you are. It's a thin line, but it's undeniable that people will go to great lengths to pursue their ideal image. What drives someone to go to such extremes? Is it a quest for self-improvement or something deeper? It could be a combination of both. There's definitely a psychological aspect to it. Justin talks about his motivations and how he views his journey. He also has a community of supporters who admire his dedication and courage. However, there are also critics who argue that he's setting a dangerous precedent. But no matter where you stand, it's undeniable that Justin Jedlica is a unique individual with an extraordinary story. It really makes you reflect on the lengths people will go to achieve their vision of perfection. So, do you think it's an obsession with art or something entirely different? The real-life Ken doll has made us think a lot about self-improvement, but the next story is even more thought-provoking. We're talking about the twin brothers, Igor and Greka Bogdanoff, who were once famous for their science program. But then, something strange happened. They started getting cosmetic surgeries. Lots of facelifts, cheek implants, lip injections, you name it. Their faces changed constantly, to the point where they began to look increasingly unnatural, almost alien-like. People became obsessed with them, making memes and speculating about what they had done. However, the twins always denied having any surgeries. Sadly, both brothers passed away recently, just days apart. This is a tragic story, and it shows that the pursuit of eternal youth can lead to dangerous consequences. So, we've explored these surprising stories about extreme self-transformation journeys. Every decision, every choice has its own value. But the most important thing is the satisfaction and happiness that comes from within. Remember, true beauty comes from how you feel about yourself, not from what others think. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay with us for the next stories. See you in the next video.